Okay, so today, you guys, we are going to be talking about a lot of different altcoins, meme coins that I have covered in the past. We're going to cover them again for you guys so that way you have it fresh in your mind, and we just kind of go over these before altcoin season takes off, because by then it's going to be, you know, you're going to be FOMOing in, you're going to be chasing if you're trying to get in these coins later. It's better to do it now when a lot of these coins look like this, right? Bottomed out, they're showing strength, they're pumping and they're coming back down, making higher lows and higher highs all across the board. This is the time when attention's down on these good coins to be loading in before they take off. And you can see people are doing that, right? This one specifically, we're going to start off today with Fefe. Okay, Fefe is a 700 to 800K market cap right now. It's consolidating in that range, super long and heavily around here. So you know that this is the floor where you would want to get in if you're going to get in at all. And not financial advice. This entire video is not financial advice. Okay, but I just want to get that out there and out of the way. Now, you can see this is since here and all through here is the range that you would want to be loading in. So it seems the market right now is sitting at the perfect times for people to start DCAing and load your bags, right? That's Fefe. Okay, if we go look across the board at the next coin, okay, Landwolf, what else is Landwolf also doing that you see on the chart here? Sitting around its support zones all the way from the previous higher low. So this is exactly what you're seeing over here with Fefe. And what is that painting a picture for you? That the market is all at a certain point right now, right? The entire market's at a certain point, sitting here at these support levels across the board on these coins, putting in higher highs and higher lows. This is Landwolf. Fefe, only around 7 to 800K. I think this coin could easily being tied to Pepe and Hoppy, the three frog narrative, and Fefe being directly tied to Pepe without Hoppy at all, because of the fact that Fefe is representational surrealism of Pepe the Frog becoming a meme on 4chan and all of that good stuff. And Fefe is also a third frog from a third book, separate book made by Matt Fury. I think this coin from 700 to 800K can actually go easily to hundreds of millions and possibly touch a billion, depending on how crazy things get this cycle. Landwolf, 36 million market cap, putting in higher highs and higher lows, and these higher highs and higher lows are significant, by the way. So this one really moves like a monster, and you can see once again it is consolidating at these levels all the way since even back here. So it's super strong, and the market has pulled back, sitting at support zones, ready to blast off during altcoin season, which everyone is anticipating and waiting for to come up soon. 36 million market cap, 2 million in liquidity. I think this coin can easily go to billions. So from a 36 million market cap, that is disgusting gains. Okay? And you can say, oh, well, Fefe is going to go to hundreds of millions or a billion. Yes, but you need to diversify. And I think 36 million market cap, extremely safe coin, considering how strong it is and all the factors going in. Of course, not financial advice, anything can happen, but I'm just saying, to me, Landwolf is like a no-brainer, easy mode, print money, you can sleep at night, perfectly fine kind of coin. Same with Fefe, but it is a smaller market cap. So you are going to be susceptible to those massive, drastic price changes, and anyone can come in at any time during these prices and levels and really move the chart up and down. Something which is harder to do when a coin is at 36 million or higher. So the reason I bring that up is because if you want to look for something a little more stable, sure, bigger market caps are going to be good, and that's why I'm bringing up Landwolf. Landwolf is a great coin, great community, extremely strong, and from here, because it's already at 36 million, it can go to multiple of billions. So the X's on Landwolf can you know it might be comparable to a smaller coin that goes super high as well, because I think Landwolf, it's relative, right? A 36 million market cap meme coin could maybe go to 5 or 10 billion, and a coin sitting at 700 to 800k might hit hundreds of millions or 1 billion. But Landwolf going to 10 billion or 5 billion is massive amounts of X's at 36 million market cap. See what I'm saying? So the bigger the market cap doesn't mean you're going to get less gains necessarily, especially when you're looking at a specific niche of coins under 50 million that have potential to run to multiple billions. Now you're looking at something where very high octane, safer plays that can move drastic amounts upward. Landwolf, amazing coin. By the way, we have Landwolf. We swapped all of our free money, our extra money that we weren't using on contest, into Landwolf. So Fefe's marketing wallet is mainly Landwolf. Going on to the next one, Stonks. Stonks is a coin showing some amazing strength. I mean, look at that. Coming up off of like 450k, hitting, 8 million or so, sitting back down nicely at about 5 million. So it's showing its strength in the growth that it's making. It's a real 4chan meme. I think Stonks with its team has a really good team leader, Guardian. I think, so I think Stonks, because it's a real market meme, coupled with the fact that its community is strong, its leader is strong and smart, I think this coin could easily go to hundreds of millions. I think this is a potential billion-dollar coin. I mean, the narrative alone is multiple billions. Okay, just like I think Fefe is a multiple billions narrative coin, because tied to Pepe, Stonks tied to a real market meme that is famous, relatively famous, not as famous as Pepe, but it is well known. It's on Fortnite. That's famous. So I think Stonks can be multiple billions. I think that's what it's worth, obviously. But this cycle, we're gonna have to see. I don't know where does Stonks go. I think definitely, easily hundreds of millions, and I wouldn't be surprised if I see Stonks over $1 billion this cycle as well. Hoppy. Okay, so Hoppy is part of that three frog narrative that you see with Pepe and Fefe from Matt Fury. It is from the Knight Riders book. It is a real book. It is a real frog. Okay, Hoppy has caught a lot of flack for using the style of Apu. The way I look at it, guys, is these 4chan styles, right? Like Pepe, Apu. I mean, some people, I feel like they're very, I don't know. Definitely Apu is his own style, and Hoppy is using Apu style. So I think it would be cool if Hoppy had its own style, more similar to, Matt Fury's character, like Fefe over here. But, I mean, it is crypto, right? It's freedom, right? We're supposed to be able to have free, no regulation, right? And I think a lot of people take the meme. It's a meme style. I think Apu is a style that is recognized as a certain specific meme style, right? People who don't even know who Apu is, the actual, hey, this is Apu, right? People who don't know that a lot of them just think it's a 4chan style, right? Pepe. A lot of people think that Apu is Pepe, right? And so a lot of people just see it as like a 4chan style. I think it's okay to have Pepe. Maybe he sometimes has a Apu style, or maybe Apu sometimes is accidentally drawn more like a Pepe style. And Hoppy and Fefe and any of these frogs, right? I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal because the way that these memes are in 4chan and everything, it's kind of just meshed together. And unless you really study it and you really know the different frogs from the different frogs, the groipers from the Pepes, from the Apus, from the, you know, it's not that big of a deal. And I think if anything, it brings awareness and pays homage to Pepe. I mean to Apu. So I don't really have a problem with Hoppy. Um, it seems like a strong team, right? They don't stop. We should be supporting communities and teams that are working hard and don't stop. And Hoppy is one of them. They literally sponsor David Gockstein's, show, radio. They're putting in the work. They're sitting at a support zone here where they've been consolidating and holding this level since this one right here, too. I mean, so I think Hoppy, obviously, I think it's obvious to me that Hoppy is going to go to hundreds of millions, billions. No matter who hates them, no matter who thinks they're, copying whatever. And the only reason I bring that up is because it's a real thing, right? Hoppy does get a lot of hate. I think it's unwarranted, though. I don't know. That's my own personal opinion. Who cares? We can all have our own opinions. But I think Hoppy is going to do good. It's part of the three frog narrative. Pepe, Hoppy, Fefe, three frogs from three different books that Matt Fury each made. So this narrative isn't going anywhere. Hoppy is going to be a runner. It is going to run. People aren't going to forget or ignore the fact that Hoppy is a separate frog from a separate book made by Matt. They're not going to forget that. Anyways, Hoppy, I think billions for Hoppy, easy. Andy, 54 million market cap, sitting also at support zones, consolidating. This thing's gonna rip. This thing's gonna rip when altcoin season takes off, right? Billions of dollars, easy, I think. Pepe's best friend from the boys club. I don't really know much about Andy because I wasn't really there much for it. And they are already pretty dang big by the time I got there. They were so situated already. It's kind of hard to really get super invested into something that is so established already. To at least, when I first came in, it looked like so established, and so high up already. But when I found the other smaller ones, but Andy's on the list because it's one of the boys club. It's going to do amazing, and it's looking amazing. Look at it. I don't know much about Andy, but easily multiple $billion meme coin, and it's doing good. Part of the boys club narrative. I like Andy. If I had more money to my name, I would own Andy. Let's see here. Bobo. I have Bobo. 25 million market cap, sitting at support zones, been consolidating for a while, like every coin on this list, which is important. Okay? Bobo, if you look at it, a lot of people are gonna miss this. It's 2 years old. So it's been alive for a long time. And look at the chart starts here. Right? The chart starts over here. This is how you got to look at Bobo. Okay? Bobo made a new all-time high, putting in higher lows, right? It consolidated for fuck long. Amazing. And then what did it do? Because it's, years of time, right? 23 all the way till 24, and then boom, it moves up. Look at how massive that is. So you guys see, why did Bobo, look at that massive move. So why is Bobo back down here? Well, it's not even that far back down. I mean, look at it. 200 million. 200 million. It's not that far of a drop back down to here at this support zone. Not far from this dip either. Because it's been around for so long, this is actually great progression, upwards trajectory, and higher highs and higher lows consistently. So what do you think? Here it went up, it dipped here. After this long period, probably a lot of people thought it was done. What did it do? From like 400, from like under a million, it seems, to about 1 million, 700K, just like Fefe right now. And then, boom, 200 million, just like that, baby. And now sitting at a much higher low than under 1 million, 25 million. I think this coin is an easy, one of the biggest gainers this cycle. Billions and billions of dollars, easy. It is a sleeper because many people are not going to expect how high Bobo's actually going to go. It's going to, I think, based on this chart from what I'm seeing here, absolutely demolish expectations by going way above them. Way above them. And even the smartest motherfuckers who are saying, Bobo billions, it's going to go higher than what they think. Higher than the most bullish people, it's going to go higher than what they think. That's what I'm saying. Pepe. The yin and the yang of Bobo. The green to the red. Okay? Look at its chart, man. Disgustingly, consistently, higher highs and higher lows. It's beautiful. This is the coin that started the meme coin narrative for this cycle. Many say that it is the reason why the bull run started in the first place. This thing sparked the bull run that was going to come, right? This was the catalyst to the start. And this thing has changed so many lives, made so many millionaires. It's going to make even more millionaires. And it's, I think, going to be the biggest runner for this cycle, the biggest meme coin, and I think we can flip Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. Pepe is the people's token, the most famous meme in the world. There's no reason why Pepe shouldn't have a higher valuation than Doge or any other meme coin in the world. So I think Pepe, 40 billion, let's go to 69 billion or higher. I think this in the future is a future $1 trillion meme coin. Pepe, the number one meme in the world. And then you have Apu, Apustaja, okay? And by the way, guys, Pepe, the most insane community. The most insane. Flying airplanes with banners. It's on Coinbase. It's on Robinhood. Do not fucking underestimate Pepe because it's at 4 billion. Do not sleep on it. Well, people told you buy Bitcoin at $100 and you faded it. You regret it. Do not do the same thing with Pepe when you think it's too expensive now. It is not. 72 million market cap with Apu Apustaja. This is the frog from 4chan as well. It's a separate character from Pepe, commonly are a lot of times mistaken for Pepe by people who don't know the difference. And Apu is a very cute, very cool looking frog. Has more the scratch scribbly kind of style, which I think is very cool and specific to 4chan. And yeah, man, it's 2.7 million in liquidity. The community is the number one most insane thing that I could probably talk about this coin. Insane, massive community. The chart is immaculate, just very consistent, very beautiful, just growing, sitting at support zones, very consistent growth. I think this is just a slug, a freaking tank of a coin. You just can't take it out. And what I mean by slug, like a just hefty, you know, like a slug in a shotgun, you know, like, yeah, this thing cannot be stopped. And look at it. The reason I say that, just look at this growth, you know, from 1 million all the way up to 300 million. Disgusting gains. Comes back down to a new higher low, 54 million. Disgusting amount of fucking, disgusting higher low. It's fucking high. Then back up to 400 million. You got $500 million. Disgusting. So look at this growth. From the first rip, a massive run, 300 million. The next one is very progressive. Not too much higher, not massively higher, right? But nicely higher. To give it that nice, slow, ridiculous growth. And the crazy thing is, though, even though it looks, you know, consistent, nice and consistent, not too crazy, not too volatile, from this higher low to this one, the thing that you got to recognize is from here to here was disgusting amount of movement, 300 million. And from here, 50 million back up to here, that's another disgusting move. So this thing is just a powerhouse. I think this is the next best coin in the world after Pepe. And just consolidating greatly. This is going to be one of the biggest meme coins in the world, I think. You know, multiple billions, tens of billions. Apu's going to make many millionaires. I love Apu. I have Apu. And I'm going to keep trying to buy Apu more. Look at, this is a blessing. This right here is a blessing. 72 million, guys. This thing has been up to 400 million. It is highway robbery that you're even getting this entry. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're also going to go to SPX 6900. I'm going to cover it for the first time today. 1.19 billion. It's a massive meme coin. 17 million in liquidity. Let's take a look at the chart. Zoom it out. It's been around for a year. That's impressive. I didn't know it's that old. So, yeah, almost 2 years. I didn't know that. Wow. So it's been around for a long time, and it was just ignored for a long time. And then Murad, I think, started talking about it, and bam, here we are. They're pushing it. 800 million, 1.4 billion, back down to 269 million, back up to 1.5 billion. So, I mean, this is going to be, you know, I think 10 billion plus meme coin easily. I mean, it's already at $1 billion. So, yeah, I mean, during the bull run, this could be a 40 million plus meme coin. I mean, 30 million maybe. I mean, sorry. 30 billion, 40 billion, 20 billion. I mean, those prices are possible with a 1.9 billion. 1.19 billion market cap meme coin right now. So that's impressive. So yeah, SPX 6900. Their goal is to flip the SPX 5 or S&P 500. Sorry, they got me fucking up. They got me calling the S&P 500 the SPX 500. Man, what the fuck? No, but see, that's what's gonna happen, man. The kids these days, they're not even gonna know about the S&P 500. They're gonna be calling that. I just did it again. They're not even gonna know. Oh, because it says S&P right here. Interesting. SPX, S&P. Well, anyways. Yeah. They're not even going to know what the S&P 500 is. They're going to be calling it the SPX 500 on accident because it's fucking... Because all they know is S&P 6900. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think all of these coins on this list are amazing. Murad is front. He's pushing this coin. He is like the front face of this coin, I guess you could say. And yeah, it's my first time covering this. I'll do another separate video on SPX 6900 because good communities that are building and working hard, I think, should be supported by everyone in the crypto community. Whether it's a smaller market cap or a bigger market cap, we should all be collectively helping the good communities and projects. That way the bad projects, the bad people, the scammers have less of a chance to win and scam the good people. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this, and I will see you on the next one. Stay up.